Well, hello there. All right, let's figure out what we're going to get up to today. I haven't had a ton of time to think about what I want to build, which is a little bit of a problem. Delicious sparkly water beverage. Okay. I would also like to do like one more probably tutorial that was like intermediate if they had one. So let's take a look at that really quick here. We would have to fix this if we wanted to worry about Android, which we might actually. That's one of the ideas I've kind of had floating through my head. Would be to build an app that was fairly simple, hopefully. But let's take a quick peeky peek here. Learn. Oh yeah, we're on the learn page. Okay, so we did the beginner. What's intermediate got for me? Widgets 101. Oh, this is a YouTube video. I don't want to play that. They might get upset. Gosh, that's a bright screen. That's a little better. Okay, so exit animations. This is, oh, here we go. Layout basics. This is a code lab. I forgot to turn that to vibrate. There we go. I would like to learn a little bit more about their layout because they've got like multi things going on these icons, right? Which is relevant to the map widget for sure. Because our connections are several SVGs inside of a button currently. Layouts in Flutter are built with widgets. Classes used to build UIs, right? Similar to kind of what we've been doing with Cogent so far. Widgets are also used to build UI elements, makes sense. Compose them to build complex widgets, which we kind of looked at here, where we're building. It's a card, and inside there's a row, and then there's an elevated button with an icon and a regular and all that stuff, right? Makes sense. So, gosh, been a long day. So 3 icons with labels. Second screenshot includes the visual layout for rows and columns. Yes. Debug paint size enabled. Okay, interesting. Can we... There's no link for that. I would like to see how I make that happen. Let's duplicate and search debug paint size. Did you mean debug pant size? I don't think that's relevant to this. Donuts is the cause of increased pant size. This doesn't really help me. Okay. See, I'm annoyed that this is not explained. So we have to do a regular old Google searchy search. Debug Flutter apps. Okay, maybe this will help us. Maybe it won't. We know about the debugger tools. There we go. There's an issue for it. Da 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 da. Oh, debug paint. Okay. Flutter Doctor V. IntelliJ has a toolbar button to toggle while the app is running. Let's see if we can figure that out. Let's run you. Don't see... It'd be an inspector, probably. No, of course not. Baselines, overlay guides, animation slower, borders, when things repaint. Oh, that's interesting. Highlighting images, using too much memory by inverting colors and flipping them. Analytics, advanced WebAssembly, verbose logging. Don't want that. Dev tools. Okay. Shader compilation jank detected. Okay. That's pretty goated. One frame janked with a total of 30.1 milliseconds spent in shader compilation. Interesting. So there's a pre-compilation setting. That's kind of cool. Spider extension, I guess. Repair. Oh, okay. Well, this is the state and the providers. That's kind of cool. I'm not seeing the thing I want, but we're learning things, right? Okay. Huh. Use Flutter Run. You can toggle it by pressing P in the terminal window. P. Not seeing ya. Can I click? No. Don't seem have any options. This does not help me. Okay. Let's check Stack Overflow. So bright. Uncomment 2 lines to see the visual debug lines. Okay. Okay, so we set this in main. For a lot of reasons. Let's see here. Need to fully restart your application to apply effects. Okay. Boop. Boop. Run it. Ah, okay. Restarting it, fix it. Great. Okay, this is helpful, right? I like this. And if we do that, for example, we come in here and we see boop boop. I guess that indicates it's growing down or something, but it shows us, okay. Fantastic. That's very helpful, actually. Will it toggle off with a hot reload? No. Okay. So we need to fully restart. Which is fine. Like, I can get it, right? I would like it if it did a hot reload, but whatever. Take what I can get. Okay. Squirrel! Alright, so. Here's a diagram of the widget tree for the previous example. So, container has a row. That's interesting. Why does it have a row? Container shown in pink. Container is a widget class that allows you to customize this child widget. Okay. Container when you want to add padding, margins, borders, or background color to name some of its capabilities. Okay. Text widgets placed inside a container to add margins. Gotcha. Entire row is also placed in a container to add padding around the row. Okay. So that's the little boop, boop, boop. UI is controlled by properties, set an icon's color. Okay, sure. Oh, duh. Row is this widget. Column is each of these. So they each have a column. They have an icon, and then the container, they add padding, they have text. Bop, bop, bop. Gotcha. Got it. Okay. You had to create and display a simple widget. Select the layout widget. Okay. This is going in the bookmarks for sure. I love this, that we can see, like they show you what the heck it does. That's really good. I like that. I'm making the child available for hit testing without taking any room with the parent. Okay. Column, carousel view. Okay. Grid view. List view, row, stack. Oh, for overlapping. Okay. Slivers. I don't know what those are. That's very mobily. Okay. That's cool. Let's continue looking over here. Visible widget. Okay, so we can Cupertino and material. Oh, there are other design systems on their repository. Shad CN, I've heard of that. Interesting, okay. Just realized that's not running. Did everything fall over? Cool, looks like Twitch fell over. Awesome, love that. Let's take care of that. Getting super squirreled right meow. Whatever. What are you telling me? Okay. I guess Restream just sends stuff now if it falls over. All right. Anyway. So we got Shadcn. I've heard of that. Never heard of Hux. Open source. It's cool. Tailwind. Heard of that. Never used it. So we have options. That's kind of cool. Add it to the layout, right? We center you. Child is text. We know about this from the beginning, from the last tutorial. And then we put you into build. It's an override. Container has box decoration. What is that? Material app. Use a scaffold. Default banner, background color. Okay. Oh, okay. So scaffold does the app bar stuff. Interesting. So we have a row. Inside of there, there's two columns. Or a column and an image. Okay. I see. Row, text. Rows. Columns, rows. Column. Okay, it makes sense. Main axis, cross axis makes sense. I like that actually. Oh, we need to add images to our PubSpec YAML or embedding them, I betcha. Cross axis alignment center expanded. Okay. Expanded widget flex property. Flex factor for widget default flex factor is 1. Following code sets the flex factor the middle image to 2. So it's like twice as big. Not quite. More than, but maybe. Anyway. Alter row or column occupies as much space as along its main axis as possible. Pack the children closer together. Main axis size and main axis size. Man, I think we did that. Let's close this for now. We did that for this. No. We did it someplace instead of the alignment for educational reasons. Main axis size min, right. That's how we centered this this row. Main axis size min. Makes sense. Rows and columns, okay. Most of this just makes sense, right, from other stuff I've done. Okay. Default text style. Merge allows you to create a default text style that's inherited by its child and all subsequent children. Okay. Make sure YouTube is still rocking and rolling here. Yeah, okay. Thought it fell over for a second there. All right. Margin border padding. Okay, makes sense. Content. Box decoration colors is the gray. Okay, I see. So up here, the decoration white just resulted in the white background in this widget. Okay, let's just scoochy scooch. Container, grid view, list view, stack. Okay, that makes sense. Good view. This view. Stack. And this must be the... How did they get the alpha? Ah, it's a container. Decorate it. Give it a text. White text, font weight, bold. Okay. Confused by the use of alignment here. I guess maybe that's half or 0.6 of a pixel. That wouldn't be. Where's alignment? Tell me about alignment. Disappointed in the lack of clicky linkies for this. Okay, so we're just gonna have to alignment. This is for tabs. I don't like their search. Their search is very bad. Layout, that's... Well, where the heck would I find it if not here? That's property, painting library. Stack alignment? No. What was it? Well, you were, yeah, you're the property of stack. Huh. How to align the child. Okay, -1 means that the left edge of the child is aligned with the left edge of the parent. Okay. So you have 1 means the right edge of the child is aligned with the right edge of the parent. So other values interpolate and extrapolate linearly. 0, 0 means the center of the child is aligned with the center of the parent. Okay. So if 0, 0 is center and 1 and 1 is right edge bottom, doesn't talk about the y-axis. Annoying. So the alignment of this stack is shifted down and right. Right edge of the child is aligned with the right edge of the parent. But that would seem to be backwards. But oh, means that the right edge of the child is aligned with the right edge of the parent. But we aligned the stack, not the children. I don't understand that. Card and stack. Stack. All right, well, we might just have to play with it when we get there, if we get to aligning things in a stack. Card, okay. List tile. Card containing 3 list tiles. List tile with leading widgets, okay. List tile leading excludes semantics. That is, but circle avatar. So like over here, where we did this for our list with the favorite icon, same thing, makes sense. And then the text there. Okay. That was semi-educational, but also very frustrating. Ah, so bright. I would love to code that on building your own plugin. Foreign function interface. Okay. C API. Interesting. I don't think we need this. Not really interested in that right now. I don't really want to watch talks right now. We do want to know for funsies what this looks like. I don't want to release the Snap Store. Snaps are crap. Alternative channel. But I don't want to do Flatpak either. What I want, go back, is just to deliver a binary. There's this. Build. Bundle package. Yada yada. Ah, okay. So, hang on. I guess we just should have read further. This is Snapcraft. I don't care about that. None of this. It's annoying. Flutter run. Is this the same? Okay, so this is build. Okay, so this is build and release. This is build. Different docs. Annoying. Found our project under build Linux x64 build mode bundle. Okay, lib and data. Okay, so that's easy enough. And then Windows. Can I cross compile? Like build for Windows from Linux? I thought I could. Hang on. I bet it's Flutter build Windows. Let's just try. Windows release. Build Windows only supported on Windows hosts. Okay, crap. So we would need to VM that or GitHub Actions or something. Which is annoying, but not the end of the world. Okay. All right. So it looks like there aren't any advanced. Desktop code lab. What do you got here? Create a Flutter desktop. OAuth. I don't really want to do that. Okay. So we'd either have to make up our own nonsense or just YOLO something, right? Or go dig up. I guess we could go dig up some other idea, but I think I want to just figure out what to build and start building. So what can we do that is like a minimal little bitty project that still makes something, right? Could do some kind of like a tracker. I don't know if I want to do that though. primarily because I'm thinking like a food tracker or like a meal tracker, right? We would need to use either have a database of, you know, calories and stuff like that, nutrients, whatever, or hook into an API. I don't really want to do that. The other idea is we could do something uh like a screen time tracker app for mobile. That would be interesting. What would be involved? Whatever I do, I want it to be usable offline. I don't want cloud crap, right? That's kind of what's pushing me away from like the using. I don't know even know if there is a food tracking, you know, nutrients, macros, calories, API or anything. But I want to do an offline app. That's just a whole nother wrinkle to add, right? Um, it's screen time. What's involved in that? I don't want an app for it. Android API? Okay. This is very old. Usage stats manager, though, even existed back then. Okay. Usage stats of every app, and that would be the total screen time. Also, actually, while we kind of start to think about that, is there any real discussion of like architecture? Oh, there is. Okay, let's take a look at that real quick too. Architecting Flutter apps. Okay. Yeah. All that. Cool. UI, logic, and data. Okay. I like it. I like it. Talk to me about what that looks like for realsies. Single source of truth, unidirectional data flow, events, state. Okay. There is a function of immutable state, extensibility, testability. I really would just like an idea of how to lay this out in an intelligent way. Okay. So they do model view, view model, which I don't really know that well. I know a little bit of MVC, but not a ton. Not a UI guy, not a front end guy. Repositories and services represent the data of an application of the model layer of MVVM. Okay, I'm really more interested in what does this look like in a project. Okay. Here's packet structure. Okay, so we got lib. Where the hell does lib come from? Lib is here. Oh, okay, so that's just where we put main. That's where the build, not build, but the create command put it. Okay, so lib is kind of like our root for the project. All this other stuff is our root for the package. All this other stuff is for building and for, you know, driving the settings. Makes sense, kind of. UI, domain, and data. Okay. Then we have other stuff in here. And main at the root of it. Root of lib. Okay. Test folder contains unit. Widget tests. Okay. Testing folder contains mocks. Okay. So we have tests. We don't have testing. That's fine. Fakes and models. Okay. Talk to me more. A view model. Repositories are manually assigned because they're private members. Okay. Why did it roll ads again? I've got lots of no ad time. Yeah. Sorry, Twitch. You get more ads. Okay, so UI state should be immutable. Compass app uses the package freezed to enforce immutability. Okay. User class definition. With user, which must be a model or something, right? Wish they would go more into like the actual packet structure along the way here. I am kind of going fast, but command extends change notifier. Okay. Okay. These are, okay, domain models. Okay. Talk a little bit about this. Okay. Okay. Not sure I quite get all of it, but architecture, case study. Like they talked about model, view, model. So, and then they dove off into this. This is why I hate MVC. The ideas aren't clear in my head. Like domain models and view model, like what the hell is the difference, right? View and a view model. View model exposes the application data necessary to render a view. So what the hell's the difference between a model, right? Irritated. View is UI stuff. That makes sense to me. And I'm absolutely certain that this is probably a skill issue, but, well, mostly certain. Repository classes are the source of truth of your model data, for your model data. They're responsible for pulling data from services and transferring that raw data into domain models. Domain models represent the data that the application needs, formatted in a way that your view model classes can consume. Should be a repository class for each different type of data handled in your app. Okay, so that makes sense to me. This is like the back end communication between this and whatever is getting its stuff, API models, right? Pulls data, pulls it in, and converts it to internal. That makes sense to me. But this is a services and repositories make up your model layer. which is backwards. So it's really view model model, even though it's in the wrong order. What am I doing? I'm looking at Flutter docs. What are you doing? Okay. Perhaps API calls. Full data, API models, caching and retry logic, error handling raw data. So this makes a degree of sense. Where did my view model exposes the application data necessary to render a view? So talk to me, Goose, about UI layer. This view model. So something creates a view model. View model exposes state as public members. Okay. All right, so this is just a class. How do we... User is a user. Items in an unmodifiable list view can't be directly modified. Changes the source list can be modified. Okay. Since bookings is a private and bookings is not, the view has no way to modify the list directly. We get bookings, put it into the unmodifiable list view, which becomes internal bookings. And then get user, but I don't... Where is that? Oh, I went to the wrong one. So there's a view model folder in the feature name. In there's a view model class. And then it has widgets, which is the screen and other widgets. So user class definition. I don't understand where this comes from, though. Oh, cool. Twitch fell over again. Gosh, dang it. It was perfect yesterday. I don't know why it's falling over every so often again today. I thought I had that fixed. Really, really annoying. I mean, actually, let me check. Let me check this really quick. Did this get changed? Nope. Okay. Irritating. Add it to the list of things I need to figure out. Okay, so I don't know that I understand this correctly. Home view model is view model. Like, where did that come from? Okay, it comes from here. Extend. Okay, so extends change notifier. So this is a state. Future result, load async, do all that stuff. So this is domain model. Home view model. Home view model. Is there a I don't think there's a link to. Ah, there is right here. Compass app. Okay. App lib. Pull this over here so I can look at it. We're in lib. Domain models. So let's just say activity. Activity with activity. That I don't understand where that comes from. That would be. Oh, that would help me. Activity from JSON. Activity freezed. Generated code. Okay. Activity.dart. So this would be lib models domain though. Would it be data repositories, activity repository. Data source for activity. Okay. Oh, I don't understand it then. Okay. Restream fell over again, it seems. Okay, so really think that whatever issue this is a restream issue. Anywho, getting distracted. So I need like a better article, I think. I need MVVM for dummies or back-end devs. Same thing when it comes to front-end stuff. Okay. Let's go back to this while we're here. Just kind of more just noodling around, right? Usage stats manager. Dark mode. Always. For the love of all that is holy. Okay. Time intervals, days, week, months, and years. Usage data since a particular time. The request might look something like this. Okay. If we decided to do this, we would need to we need to set up probably Android Studio, right? Which I'm not super opposed to. If it will run while we're streaming. I don't know how heavy Android emulation is. I guess we could find out. Let me do that real quick. Just to make sure. How big? Wait, where? Oh, there you are. Doesn't give me a size. What about? Nope, nothing there either. Okay. Bring that back up. It's fine. Can kick it off, see what happens. We'll pause it if it becomes a problem. That seems like it won't take too long. Okay, so begin time, end time. Usage stats. Okay. I see who they're doing. because they have to do stats from int long. Wish they had like an example here. Finally, an interval daily. Okay, so this is just, it's an enum for, or a constant for that. What is the long? Begin time, end time. Okay. Interval type is this. And then start time and end time are both longs. So it's a system current time milliseconds. Okay, I see. That's why in this example he's going in millis. Okay. Time in millis. First day a week. At all zeros. Okay. So start of the week. So there'd be some of that. That's all right. Okay. We can start playing around with this, and like if it sucks, we can think about something else to do, but let's just give her a go and see, kind of just noodle around and have some fun with it, right? That seems interesting. We need to get, see, usage state. Package name is not me, I think, basically what that says. This is also probably like Kotlin or something. Okay, so downloading is still going, and then it'll install. So it'll take just a little bit longer here. I'm going to take a quick break and use the restroom while that hopefully finishes, and if not, we'll kind of read some more docs while it finishes up. So I'll be right back. Again. Okay, so that's done now. Good, good, good. Ba, 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 ba. Refresh that so it works again, maybe. Run that. Whoop. Wrong button. I'm going to close this. I'm going to hide that for a second. Are you launching? No, Twitch is just dying again. Cool, cool, cool. Love that. Don't send my usage, you absolute bastages. Okay. Standard? Sure. Next. There's an article here for KVM. I believe it's turned on. Let's double check this. Don't have that. Okay. Let's do this really quick. Pull this guy up over. Up over here. Minimize that real quick. And then we'll do AVM. Okay. CPU checker package. CPU checker. Already have that. Okay, so that's good. Acceleration can be used. Oh, I guess I got to download more junk. Okay. It should be okay for now. We'll do this, I suppose. Come on. Twitch has fallen over again. Cool. Love to see it. There we go. Well, the dashboard fell over, not the stream. Not since the last time. 5 minutes ago. Okay. Finished. Now. I guess new projects I need to get into you. Phone and tablets. Past, we'll just call you. And you go into the code folder. Android test will call you. It suggests Nougat for the minimum. Sure, that's fine. Build configuration recommended. Sure, we'll go with that. All right, so it's downloading again. That one's shorter though. Okay, perfect. There, okay, finally. At long last, we're in. Go away. Okay, I don't know what Gradle Sync is. We'll let that run though. Gradle's a build thing, I know that much. Oh, I guess it's downloading Gradle. Cool, cool, cool. Feels like front-end project. Click one thing and it downloads 876 different packages. Hopefully, we'll be able to test this soon. It's off. No one else. Okay. All right, let me disable. Weird. Inactivity, component activity. We might have to install the Flutter stuff into the Flutter package into this one to start a new Flutter project, which is fine. I just want to get to test running Android emulation while we are streaming to make sure it will be okay on this laptop. Not a massive beast. I don't know how much oomph Android emulation takes. Probably not a lot, right? But I guess there could be some difference because this is not a RISC chip. And I think phone chips are. I'm not a phone guy. But that's fine. We do things we're not comfortable with here. And we learn the hard way. Come on. You can do it. $110. Okay, downloading is done. Now importing. Make with the importy port. Device Manager. Pixel 8 Pro. This is not Nougat. Let's get rid of you. We'll add a new device. Virtual device. Okay. Medium phone. Oh. This is probably why. I think I've played with this before on this one, but I think this is probably why I picked a Pixel. Just because it was easy, right? 24 plus, I guess. Sure, why not? Oh my gosh, this 2 gigs for that? Ugh. I shouldn't have deleted. Let's cancel this real quick. Are any of these others smaller. Let's see, 24 plus, 25 plus for the pixel. What would you take? It was Nougat, this one, the 25. This one, that's still a gig. Ugh. We're downloading this now too. We'll do one thing at a time. Hopefully we'll get to testing. 1920 by 1080. Just for fun. Let's go back up here. Medium phone. 1080 by 2400. I don't really know. 1080. Oh, 1080 2400. 1920. So the medium phone is taller than a pixel of that, the old pixel. Interesting. But I guess they all get a little different. Pixel 8a was the same. Okay. But if we did this and then we did Nougat in this, 700 megs. Interesting. I guess because like we're just targeting whatever. We just need a thing. Oh, I guess. Why not? Will this finish before the Android Test Gradle project does? Stay tuned to find out. Kind of a boring day today. I tried to spend a little time thinking about stuff over the course of the day, but I was doing work too, so it'd be like that. Yep, Twitch is going to fall over again. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe it'll live. That'd be cool. Let's see what we got going on here. Nothing. Cool. It's half done downloading, but this bar is suspiciously not halfway. Wonder how much more stuff there is. Here we go. Checking the file. I guess that makes sense. Unzipping. Okay. Good. We are, okay, we're done. Fantastic. Okay. Perfect. Run it. Make it happen, Captain. Ooh, CPU went up. It went up way, but it's booting. Hopefully, it's because it's booting. What do we got here? Cradle sync finished. Okay. Running devices. It's doing a bunch of stuff too. But we're like maxed on CPU. I think I played around with getting this running before. I don't remember what I was looking for. I was just curious about it. It's probably the last time I was starting to look at Flutter, but then stuff came up. Okay, good. We're running. Let's let it settle in. Go, little laptop, you beast. It's also doing all this, which we'll let that finish too to kind of just get a feel for what's up here. What do I got here? I got rotating, okay. Volumes, power. Screenshots, record. Hardware input. Oh, okay, for keyboard and mouse. Okay, I see. Interesting. Okay. Whatever. It's fine. Just get me going here. Can I? Okay. It's like we got Play Store going. It'll probably prompt me to sign in or something. Yeah, okay. But it looks like it's working. There we go. CPU use came way down. Good, 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 good. And then I can open whatever this is. Oh, this is the camera. Nope. I actually don't want to be in there. Can I Chrome? No. No thanks. I can Chrome. Cool. All right, fantastic. Boop. How do I see what's running and then kill it for good? Here we go. All right, this is perfectly acceptable. CPU use goes way down after all this other stuff finished. Good. And after it's booting. I presume booting had something to do with it too. Let's turn you off for now. So, we're squared away there. We need to now make sure that we get our plugins in order here. Got it. Fine. Whatever. Let's go in here. Let's see here. That's probably important. I don't care about that. That's fine. That's probably important. Nope. Whatever. All this other good stuff. Nope. All this other good stuff is probably fine. I don't want to use Firebase, but I don't know if it would break anything or make it annoying. We'll leave it for now. Double check. I think we're good though. That's Kotlin stuff. We'll leave it. Okay. We'll apply that. I don't think I need Docker tools. Flutter I need. I need any of this other stuff. Fly. Hello? Oh, restart. Yeah, okay. Yeah, restart. That's fine. Oops. It's already running. Okay, good. It's figured itself out. Good, good, good. Love it. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's open our. It is in code. Let's open our Flutter app. This window. And I'll actually go in. Yes, trust my code folder. Only my things live there. We'll go and delete this Android test thing. Perfect. Get out of here. So we have this open. Well, that's not great, is it? Let's phone and tablet, empty activity, no activity. Oh, actually, I need to go back. Okay, I don't have new Flutter. That is probably a problem. Go back to plugins. Flutter installed. Start installed. Okay. New project. Okay. It's time for the Googles. Android Studio new Flutter project. Android Studio. Oh, that's that. Okay. The next plugins, marketplace, Flutter, install. Help check for updates. Help check for updates. Oh, there's something. Oh gosh, it's 3 gigs. But these aren't. These are Android updates. I don't. Remind me later. I don't need that then. Android Studio in the IDE, click New Flutter Project from the Welcome window or File. New. New Flutter Project. Okay. Can I open the existing one? Which we're already in. I wonder what the difference is. New Flutter Project. We're going to call you that. And we'll call. Actually, we should do this. I think this has to be that. IntelliJ or Gradle. I guess IntelliJ is fine. I guess. No sample code. That's fine. This window. So this has an SRC folder. Except This didn't generate all the other stuff. That's weird that this is so different. I wonder if it's because it's Android Studio and it's googly. Let me go delete. Oh, it put, okay. We're going to delete that whole thing. New Flutter project. In code. And we're going to add sample code this time to see what happens. This window. So this gave me just a main then. I deleted you. Why are you still showing up? Probably didn't delete it because I was open. There, that's better. Okay, so still just an SRC. I'll go back to the docs. I must be missing something. Let's go to the install instructions here. Okay. Bah, bah, bah. See if I'm looking to see if they, tell me to do anything special. There's some libraries I might need. Let's check that. Okay. Yes, there is stuff coming in. Okay. Let's exit that real quick. That's done now. Don't need Chrome OS instructions. Okay. I don't think I need anything else there. Okay. We're gonna actually close that. Let's clear these out. Move. Just to keep this from becoming cluttered with our testy stuff. Go back in here real quick again. We're going to delete that test project just in case. Oop, I clicked the wrong button. Cancel. It's new Flutter project. Code. I'm an idiot, that's why. This. That, yes. Android Studio Flutter test. That all good. That's fine. That's fine. Create. Okay. This looks more promising. Absolutely not. No friggin' Gemini. No, it's not okay, but we're going to fix it in a second here. Close project. Now that we updated those libs, let's see here. Code. First Flutter app. Still only shows an idea. Oh, you know what? It's because, again, I'm a dummy. Let me delete. Double check first. Remember when we discovered that we needed to do the underscores? So why didn't you go back to code? There. It is this one. Just clicking the wrong dang thing. Okay. I feel better about life. We're going to delete the test one. Okay. Gosh. So now, if I do this, can we run it in the emulator? I need to running devices is. Are you? I need to turn you on. Medium phone, mobile. Oh, it turned right back on very fast. Okay, cool. It must have cached it. It must be like a sleep, not a off. Now, can I run you in debug? Oop. No, I don't want to. I don't want to do that. How do I do this? Bum. Running and debugging. Cool. Selector config. Oh, I guess I can't debug. I just have to run. So why can't I just stop? Can I do that? Run. Oh, unsupported. Ooh. Okay. Is there a way I can change that? Settings. Ask auto select. Performance data. What I want is to attach. It's not what I want. Hot reload stop. Add supported device. How do I do that? Set up Android development. Linux. Done this. Oh, I need to. In here, I need to. Accept licenses? I guess. Okay. Now, emulator, start it, settings dog, view device manager, or tools device manager. Create device, yeah, we've done all that. Got that. Change value in the AVD name box. Okay, I think that was just the running the emulator, verify, Flutter emulators. One available emulator. What can it now? Was it just the licenses? No, still okay. Flutter Doctor. Android toolchain is good. Dart is broken again for some reason. I'll have to check that later. That's fine. Flutter devices. Android unsupported. Which matches what we see here. Let's do Flutter Android emulator unsupported. Oh, was it because we used a very, very, very small or old version, perhaps? Environment SDK. Go in here real quick. Good old Stack Overflow. Main SDK attribute in the app manifest file. Version your app. Ruby or Kotlin. What about Flutter? I guess maybe it would be an Android Gradle. Properties? Nope. Let me go back in. Buildgradle.kts. I don't see it's in here. Android. I don't see default config, but I do see this, which is fine. Flutter.ndk version. Target SDK. This is groovy. I think KTS is Kotlin? Still don't see a default config in here though. See Flutter.ndk version. So this is not helping me. Let's go to unsupported emulator. Okay. AVD is Android SK built for x86. 32-bit x86 system. Oh, okay. So I need my Android SDK. I might have to do a new device. That would kind of suck. Hey, thanks for a follow. I really appreciate that. It's even a follower goal. Okay. Let me check. Device manager. Can I edit you to change your SDK, I wonder? No. That's all I get. What is this? Add new features to previous version. I guess? Doesn't change anything. Okay. So what if we were to upgrade x86 just for funsies? We'll go all the way up here. Okay, so because Flutter only supports x86 64, we need, let's actually go this way up. x86 x80. Oop, XE6X, XE664. Why is this a star? Recommended. Okay. Well, too bad about your recommended. And too bad about downloading another gig of stuff, but that's just what we got to do for Flutter, according to Stack Overflow, and I'm willing to try it because I don't know what I'm doing. I'll kick off the update thingamajigger before I go to do make lunch and all that for tomorrow. But this is going to take a little bit. And we're going to run a little late because I want to get this Flutter app to launch in the emulator. Unless it gets like way too late. Because that would be really cool to do. Unfortunately, it's just going to take a hot second. So how's everybody? How's your weekend? How's your holiday, if that's a thing? Hi, VOD viewers. Comment below with the answers. I was just thinking this is a great song. It should be on my favorites list. And then I checked and I was playing for my favorites list, so it's a reason. It's a great song. It wasn't just blind luck this time. Hopefully we don't have to do anything else to set the minimum supported version. That was an Android Studio thing, I think. So maybe we're good as long as we just do this. %50. Wish I would have known Android images or remembered that they were so friggin' big. Oh well, I wouldn't have had time to set it up anyway. This day job thing sucks. Killing all my project time. Connection just blooped. That's cool. I don't know what's up with my internet today. Looks like it's struggling again, so that's cool. Hopefully we're back. We'll find out. No, it's very unstable today. Cool. Big fan. Big fan. All right, but we're checking the file, so that's good. That's progress. Okay, good. Finally. Okay. Changes will apply on restart. I probably need to... Oops, that's not what I want. Get out of there. How do I restart the emulator? Do I power off? Power on? No. That's like a go to sleep thing. Stop. There we go. There's the shutting down. And we restart. We are connecting. It is launching. It is consuming my CPU to boot. Have I used Flutter before? Just a little tiny bit, like a year and a half ago, something like that. And then the past 2 days, I've been kind of exploring. We did the intro app here, not this one. This one did that, but it's pretty new to me. Go, little emulator. You can do it. There we go. Now, let it come up the rest of the way. Perfect. Okay, great. Let it kind of settle in for a second here. There we go. Let's run. See what happens. Oh, no, it was still set to desktop. Crap. Stop. Here. Now run. Okay. Assemble debug. Cool. Guess that's just going to take a million years for just a second here. Hopefully there's like a build cache for this. We'll test hot reloading too. See if it works for The emulator. Boy, howdy, that does take a long time. Relevant XKCD. Man, that is just a brutal build time. Strange that there's not like a... For one, it doesn't have like a progress bar. It's annoying, but it's not really... Oh, there's a CPU spike. But it's not like really burning up CPU time either. Let's take a look here. Oh, I guess there's some spikes on some cores. Ooh, something just moved. Doing stuff. Just taking its sweet time. There's a nice big CPU spike. Build, little app, build. You can do it. More stuff happening. Or see cache.properties. So hopefully that means there's a build cache. It is a cleanup file though. Oh, there's stuff down here. Okay. Pairing NDK. Okay. Trying to learn Flutter, but the nesting widgets gets me confused. Gotcha. What about it's confusing? Holy cow. I did not anticipate a build would possibly take this long for something so small. Like, obviously, there's, it's going to probably build all the dependencies of the framework, but still, holy cow. I thought this was going to be, a couple seconds. It didn't take this long to build for desktop. The depth of nesting, I lose track of what component I'm in. Okay, yeah, I did have some of that while I was doing the tutorial here, where especially when it came to refactoring the things to put them deeper in nesting or change the nesting, and figuring out where the closing brackets were was a kind of a tricky thing. So I can totally see that. I'm kind of committed to this build, but we found earlier tonight there is, oh, I already took it out again. No, it's in here. Debug paint size enabled might help you. You have to relaunch it in debug in order to get it. Hey, it's finally finished with that. But it shows like the different components visually on the screen. So that might be helpful to look at. Okay, what do you got to do now that you're done installing the NDK? Whatever that is. Yeah, you bet. Other than that, I don't know that I have any other tricks just yet for that problem. There's the inspector as well, if your IDE supports that. But I didn't find that to be super useful for me. Could be a skill issue on my part, though. I find that the highlighting here at the end of the components or the widgets is helpful a little bit, as long as everything's correct, to help you. Like, I'm in theme data still up until here. I don't know if code does that, or even if you're even using code. I don't know what your IDE of choice is. Who are you and what do you want? Oh, never mind. Holy moly. Hey, assemble debug. Finally. Wait, no. Was it the same task name? I think it was the same task name. Premature excitement. I was looking for any sign of life. I was looking for the win. Hey, we got more stuff in here at least. There we go. Built. Okay, awesome. Installing. Thank goodness. Holy cow. Okay, I got a white screen. That's not exactly what I wanted to see. But it is. There we go. Okay. Hey, look at that. We're running. We like some of these random words. We go in. We have 5 favorites. We click them off. No favorites yet. Fan-freaking-tastic. Now, oh shit, I was gonna test, can I get, oh, that was the correct one, here we go. Let's test, let's just add that. Okay. Okay. All right, so hot reload does work in the emulator. Fantastic. What if I was to stop you and we'll say we'll do that instead. We'll save you. Relaunch. What does a relaunch look like? Running. Okay. Assemble debug. We'll give it just a second. We won't wait the full friggin' 15 minutes. Okay, cool. Okay, so there is some sort of caching. Fantastic. It's a little slower than the hot reload, but that's, I'm okay with that, right? Just like when we come back in, it doesn't suck, right? Happy with that. Very, very happy with that. Okay, let's do that. And that will wrap things up for today. We'll take that out just for now. We'll stop that and we'll put you to sleep. Okay, so tomorrow, no stream tomorrow. I do this right now, 2 hours a night, starting on Friday, ending tonight. So Tuesday and Tuesday, no stream until Friday again. But if you like this kind of thing, I would love to see you again. I appreciate you all coming to hang out and chat. I do this starting at 8 p.m. Central Time, if that means anything to you. If not, show up at this time, but 2.5 hours ago, roughly. 2 hours, 20 minutes ago. And I'll be here doing this again on Friday, and I'd love to see you again. If not, you have a great week anyway, and we'll catch you some other time down